Now we're live. Hey everyone, welcome to the Patty's Paranormal Show with Peppermint Patty. And my special guest, as you can see, the beautiful woman herself, Joker's mom.
Good.
And which she's a nice lady, by the way, guys. And so I want to welcome Eli, Chris, Christina, Blade. Uh, so this is a very special live with a very special woman. Uh, Love this woman to death. Love her to death. I call her my mom because, of course, my mom passed away, but I call her my mom. So, and I did get her permission, by the way. So now I'm gonna let her say hi to everybody. Hi, Canadian. How are you? Go ahead, mom.
Good evening, everyone. And first of all, I would like to thank Patty for having me on tonight. And also, welcome to everybody in chat. I'm trying to look at everybody in here, and all I'm asking is for you guys to show some love, of course, and to share it out. And also to, let's say, hit that like button. But thank you, Patty, for having me on tonight. And, it's a pleasure.
Oh, you're welcome, mom. You know what? Like I said, ever since I saw you on Joker's Live, I just like, wow, I love this lady. Like, she is so awesome.
Well, I try to be, but
So
that is
everybody, please show this woman some love. She deserves it. And also, if you have not, which you probably already did, because who's not? If you have not, please go and subscribe to Joker's live channel as well. He's a very good guy. Reminds me of his mom. He acts just like his mom, I think, a little bit. So let's welcome her. And this is all about her tonight. And if anybody wants to ask any question to Mama Joker over here, you're more than welcome to ask. Anybody can ask a question, whatever you want.
first of all, I want to say also hello to my Hexicans out there and my villains. I'm looking at chat right now, and it's a little hard because it's it's a little, I guess, slow, my computer. So I see myself talking, and my mouth is not really uh, to par with the chat, with what I'm saying. But anyways, what I want is, I see Willa's in the chat. Do me a favor, if you, I don't know if she can, Patty. Can she post Joker's link? Would she be able to?
The mod can if they want to. Anybody that's mod, can you post Joker's link in my chat for everybody, please? I would greatly appreciate it. Mwah, I
Yeah.
love y'all. Mwah. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't know Joker. I haven't known him that long. But what I know of Joker, he is one. He's one hell of a man, a one hell of a husband, a one hell of a son. I mean, yeah, I greatly appreciate him so much. And yeah. And by the way, I've said this more than once. He is one good-looking fella.
With his mask on or off?
And I
With his
see where he gets it from. His mom is darn beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
You're
No,
welcome.
thank you, Willa, for putting up the link to
Thank you
to
for putting this link in. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
So,
All right.
tell me
You
about you, Mom. Tell me about you. Just tell me about you, how you met your husband, and when Joker came along, your daughter, and just everything.
well, not to bore y'all, but I met my husband when I was 17, and I met him at a supermarket called the A&P. If any of you out there know of the A&P, it's long gone by now. But that's why I met him. He was a stock boy going to college, and I was a cashier just about ready to finish high school. And be honest with you, when I first met him, he was a good looking guy. And I seen that he had girls like, any other guy out there would do, go out with this one, go out with that one. And so when he asked me out, I turned him down. I said, nope. I said, even though I kind of like you because you're cute, but no, thank you. So he was persistent. What he did was he went about. No, I also couldn't date anyway. By the way, until I was 18. That's the old Italian way of doing things. My father was very strict. So, and I told him that too. So, but he was very persistent. And he went by the old fashioned way of bringing his parents without me knowing one night to my house. And it was a 7:30 at night. I never forgot that. He shows up with his parents. I open the door. I wanted to drop dead. And I'm like, looking at him like I wanted to kill him. It's like, what the hell are you doing here? So my father looked at me, and my mother too. She invited them in, and we sat at the kitchen table. My father, like usual, at the head of the table. And he asked, what are your intentions? And he said, I would like to go out with your daughter. And my dad, being that didn't like the idea of me still going out, he said, well, being that you brought respect, which I was raised as the number one thing in my family, that you brought respect to the family, he said, well, it's up to my daughter. He approved. And I looked at him and I wanted to kill him. So I says, you know what? All right. But you're not going to do to me like you did with the other broads, that's for sure. So I said, okay, we'll go out. So we went out. We went out almost 4 years. And then we got married. I took upon his tradition because I was born and raised Catholic, and he was Orthodox, Christian Orthodox. So I didn't want to be one religion and him be another religion. So I converted to Christian Orthodox, and I took up, the family values, the traditions, and everything else. First of all, again, that's what I was brought up to believe in, that a wife takes on whatever the husband traditions are. So I did that. But being that I was the eldest of 4 girls, my mom kind of didn't like it because she's like, you got to marry an Italian. And I'm like, no. Because, by the way, she had somebody in mind. But I told my mom, I said, Mom, listen, I went out with him 4 years. We decided to get married, and that's what it is. So, okay, we went forward. And I converted, and I raised my children. Then I had my daughter first, and then my son, and I raised my children with the family values of family first, honesty, Christianity, and traditions. That is the background, that how I was brought up. And that was what we taught our children. So my husband traveled. He actually got into business in mid 80s, or around there. And he actually filed for a patent because he came up with a stained glass vertical, which is made out of acrylic plastic and like a Mylar film and like a leading, but it's adhesive. And he got a patent for that because you could put any picture on there. I could do anything, and you put it up just like a regular blind, and it was going well. So as it was going, we started doing franchising. I was, by the way, working too. I was working. I started. I was working for General Motors. I started an assembly line and worked myself up to be a supervisor. and I busted my butt. I was working 6 and 7 days a week. My mother-in-law, she was living with us and my father-in-law because we had a big house. My they bought this house before we got married, like a year before we got married. All four of them, actually. My husband, his brother, his mother, and father. So we lived because it was a big house. We lived together, and in a way, it worked out because this way they helped with the kids too. We helped each other out as a family. And anyways, so me working, him traveling, building a franchise, we were going forward. And going to, let's say, the part that where he got sued. Yeah, he did, because in California, there was another company that was making stained glass, but on windows. Nothing to do with vertical blinds, stuff like that, which we had a patent. We were just competition, and people preferred that over permanent stained glass window because you can look out, you can open it, you can close it, you can take that down, put something else up. It was versatile, so it was good. And we did that for a while. He was doing his franchise, and then I just stayed, working. And when I got laid off, I would continue helping him and moving on. Meanwhile, the kids were growing up. So coming to, I had my daughter and then had my son. And from there, the kids, you want to know about the kids, they grew up. They both went to college. Actually, my daughter, she finished with her bachelor, but she's successful in a job position that she's in today. My son, he went to the Army. Actually, first he got married, and then he went to the Army. And there he served. He was injured. And I'm not going to go into specifics of injury or where he served or what he did. He couldn't stay with the Army even though he wanted to, because he went through 2 operations because of his injury. So he's a retired veteran. Then from there, my son also went to college. He graduated with the first time with his bachelor. He got, I think, a 3.7 or 8 or 9, somewhere, almost a 4. And then with his master's, he graduated with a 4.0 with honors. And he, right now, I'm not going to go specifics with his job. He's still working now. Even though he's a retired veteran, he is working with the Army. But I can't, I mean, I couldn't be prouder of him for the success that this kid went through. And then all you guys basically know the rest, that he became, involved with his streaming. My son always loved making movies as a kid, always with the camera, always, that was his thing. He loved it. But then he got involved from D-Live. He went on to doing his Hex, and so on and so forth. I mean, this kid's been doing so many things that I can't keep count. He doesn't have time for almost nothing anymore because he's always go, 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 go. And that, he reminds me of his dad, because his father, who traveled like 50 something countries through his lifetime, that's all he did was traveled. And also he was doing technology, which he was, after the business that he did with his stained glass, he was bringing American companies into other countries as let's say a middleman to set up business, so we can have our people here in the United States bring material and equipment into other countries for technology, which was a great thing, But also health takes a toll. So he did a lot. He really, really did. He was a great man. And my son took after him. He looked up to his dad. He really did. And losing his dad was a deep blow to my son, to me, to my daughter, but my kids mostly, because they were very close to their dad. So it's not something easy for me to talk about, but they, meaning my children, turned out to be great kids. I can't complain. They got a good head on their shoulders, and they try to do the right thing. And my husband and I tried to raise them um, the way we felt that we should. First of all, like I said, you respect people, you show love, compassion, you help, uh, and you try to keep traditions. Everybody changes in life. Everybody goes their separate ways to, as you grow up. It's very true because life goes on. But I have nothing but joy and happiness for my children and for my son, who also gave me a beautiful grandson. I can't ask for anything more. God blessed me this far in life with what I have, and I am very grateful. So, okay, Patty. Patty? I must have put Patty to sleep. Patty, you there? Did we lose Patty? Something's up. I don't hear her. I think I'm on the show and she's gone. I don't know what happened to Patty. But anyways, until Patty comes back, I think I'm going to run the show. I'm looking at chat right now, and since I'm back on YouTube, I can say hi, April. Hi, Reactions, Sling Blade. Who else is here? Anyways, everybody who's in the chat room. No, she actually got booted. Oh, she might have got booted off. Okay, Amnesty, thank you for telling me, because I'm here. I can't let her back on because I am not the host. So I don't know what's going to happen now. But I don't know how this works now, because this is not Zoom. Even if it was Zoom, I can't let her on because I am not the host. So you guys are going to have to deal with me for a while. But if you guys have any questions while we're waiting to see if Patty can get back on.
I'm so sorry, Mom.
That was a good one. I'm like, okay, I'm by myself.
No, my Wi-Fi went out. It's back on. I'm so sorry.
That's all right.
Hey,
That's
April. Hey, everybody's in here. Hey, everyone.
Guys, share this out so we can get some more people in here. Let's go, people. Share this thing out. Like it. Hit that like button. But if you guys,
smash that like button from over here. Ma, I just gotta say, I wish you would have been my mom.
maybe I could still be your mom. I'm everybody's mom. So everybody calls me mom.
Well, see, my mom died of kidney failure 2 years ago from diabetic. And I guess the dialysis wasn't working for her body anymore. So they took her off. And within a month, grandma died. Within a month, my mom died.
Wow.
She's been gone for 2 years, May the 12th, which was 2 days after Mother's Day.
Wow. That's my husband's birthday.
Yeah.
May 12th.
And the thing is, prior to when I was having a memorial service for my mom on my live, and I'm not trying to bring anything up, but it's how I feel. Somebody came in my shot and said, "Fuck your dead mom, she's in hell."
Oh wow, that is so low. That is so
Yeah,
hurtful.
and that
That is
really
so
upset me a lot.
that is so hurtful.
Yeah, and my ex-husband, the guy I was married to for 13 years, he passed away 3 years ago. And when I was having a memorial service for him, June the 9th, somebody came in my chat and said I killed my ex-husband.
Wow.
So it's such an honor to call you my mom.
Thank you. And it's an honor to hear you, to feel that way about me too. I mean, listen.
I don't know if you know this or not, but I'm very sensitive. I have the gift, and I can see them, hear them. I can feel people's pain and happiness. And the moment I looked in your eyes on Joker's Live, I'm about to cry, I'm sorry. The moment I looked at you in Joker's Live in your eyes, I knew right then and then, that moment, you were the best woman I've ever known. And it's an honor to call you mom.
Oh,
Sorry.
please, Patty, no. I'm not here to make
I'm
you cry.
sorry.
I appreciate that with all my heart. I really do. Um, it brings me back to what you're just saying now. When I was streaming on D Live, my streams were all about love and peace and keeping people together and happy. And I always condemned the fact of when I seen people, being bullied or, hated on or whatever. I am so against that. There's so much of that in this world, and I'm not raised that way. I I didn't teach my children that way. It's not in my heart. Um, yeah, if you cross the line, you'll see my dark side, but not that. As a person and who I am, that's not what I'm all about. You need to cross that line. Like, don't talk about my husband. Don't talk about my family. Don't touch them, and we'll be fine.
No, mom, that's crossing your boundaries. That's your boundaries, you know?
Yes. Yes, April. I missed those streams too. They were great, you know, but the drama and the bullshit, excuse my French, was just in the way D Live was running the platform, it just turned me off, you know. And it's a shame. I mean, my son got me into that, and my daughter used to stream on D Live too. She had her own little thing, but my kids are the one who turned me on to go stream, and actually, to set things up. Willa is the one who helped me to get myself going. Like, she told me what to do and how to do things too, and I think Nick Manis. There were a few people, and my son set up my computer, and I started streaming first solo until, by myself until I knew how to put up a panel, go on and get Zoom and all that. I'm not computer savvy, but this was right, afterwards, after my husband had passed away, and because I was in a dark place, and so doing this kind of took that, you know, a little bit of emptiness out of me. I got to know people. I enjoyed what I was doing and everything. So, but it lasted for about a year, and it just everything just turned. I mean, it wasn't what I expected it to be on D Live. With all the bullshit going on, and then the way the platform was being ran. So, and I stopped. Because the constant drama and hatred, and then
I
if you
agree.
say, yeah, but then if you say one, but mostly the platform, because if you say one thing wrong, well, you don't know that you did, they don't like it, or somebody reports you because they hate you, they block you, for whatever, and then they can also ban you. So it wasn't for me. It's like, forget that. If I can't say boo without you crying and getting me banned or blocked, what am I doing? And then the bullshit was going on. So, but it was good though
Yeah,
until last.
I felt like I've known you more for many, many, many years. Because when I looked in your eyes on Joker's stream, I just felt like I've known you my whole life. Like I don't know. I just wish to God that you, I wish to God you was my mom and real life, and blood mom, man. You're such a sweetheart, man.
Thank you, thank you. Those are kind words, and they're heartfelt. So you don't hear many kind words nowadays. You just don't.
Well, for me, you will, because I have the sweetest heart ever.
Until they don't piss you off, right?
I mean, it's too kind of a heart that my heart actually gets stomped on. You know what I mean? I've lost my brother, my mom, and my ex-husband one after another within the same year or two. You know what I mean? One
Yeah.
after another. I lost my brother and my ex-husband the same year. Uh, my ex-husband died in June. My brother died in August of 2019, and then my mom died in 2020. I think in 2020. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. And I told you, like me, I lost 5 family members in 2020. So we know the pain, you know. But let's direct also to our beautiful chat here. If there's anybody out there in the chat who would like to ask a question, you like an answer to something, go ahead. Make
Yeah,
my
you're
day.
more than welcome to ask mom anything you want.
Like I
And if
said,
she's not comfortable, she'll tell you.
make my day.
Anybody in the chat has any questions for Mama Joker? Go for it. I said Mama Joker.
That's all right, Mama Joker. Mama Joker.
Anybody? A Dragon, Dream, Daydreamer, Blade, April. Anybody?
I think that all are too scared to ask a question. I don't bite, by the way. I may, but I don't.
Yeah, she
But yeah,
might. She
this
might.
is a, huh? What's
But like
that?
I said, she'll answer your question as best as possible. Um. So, Mom, so tell me about Joker. Tell me about him. When was he born? I mean, just good things.
What do you want me to tell you? He's a great guy. I mean, yeah, he's my son, but no, seriously. Um, you know, I'm blessed to have him. God gave me a great son. He's done extremely well. He passed my expectations. Be honest with you, I didn't expect how far Joker's going to go, but he did, and he did it on his own. I mean, he took the ball and he ran. He wanted to get out there and do what he wanted to do, and he did. And also as a kid growing up, especially I would say in elementary, he was bullied a lot because he was petite, he was small. But and that's when I decided to send him to karate to gain him some confidence and to be able to protect himself, really. And that's one thing he loves doing too, because from there he continued doing that, and he took up kickboxing. He got into all kinds of martial arts, and which now my grandson is into that too, that he put him in. And I'm glad he did, because nowadays the kids have to know how to protect themselves. But everything he accomplished, he did on his own. He really did. I mean, I didn't um, tell him let's say go to the army. He went on his own. Got married, went to the army, uh, worked his ass off too as a teenager. I mean, he did a lot, you know, but we want the hard hitting stuff like Joker's childhood most. I'm not what okay. What is let's see. The most embarrassing story. Not I'm hoping he's in the chat room and listening, lurking. So Daydreamer wants the most embarrassing story. I gotta think of one. Which I really can't. Sorry, Daydreamer. I don't have one. I just don't. I just don't. I don't have. I can't think of an embarrassing story of him. I mean, I wish I knew one so I'd make you all laugh, but there ain't any. Okay, Sling Bad. What is it? I would have asked, but I'm afraid what he would do to me. Meaning what, Sling Blade? What would Joker do to you? I don't think he would do anything. But I don't know an embarrassing story. Sorry. Karate of let's say Daydreamer. What are you saying? Karate or any form of martial arts is great. It is. It is. I mean, I had to do that because for him being bullied because he was small. For he wasn't that big. He was a small kid. I had to do it, and that was the best thing I ever did was send him to karate to gain some confidence and build on himself, which helped a lot. So, what else do we have here? Sling Blade. Who's going to cut off fingers? No, Joker would never hurt you guys. You know that. So, but anyway, what else do we have here? I can't talk about anything crazy that he did because he didn't. He actually was a straightforward kid. And both of my kids were. So. What do we got, Pat? You still with me? I think we lost Patty again.
No, I'm here.
Oh, you're here? Okay. Amnesty said, well, from what I can see of Joker, very compassionate, wise, and that always says a lot of the. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Like I said, even though I, try to teach my kids my values of what I felt, like I said, of respect and all that stuff that I spoke about, for them to learn and to be like that. Sometimes you can teach a child those values of life. Spitfires, I've been bullied as a kid because of my speech and hearing problems, so I know what it's like being. See, and that's wrong. That people that bully other people for their disabilities, that is so wrong. So wrong. But they do that. And this is where you need to learn to stand up for yourself. And, if you can ignore them, good, fine, But if you have to take your, some way of action to defend yourself, then you got to do what you got to do. But now, what was I saying? I forget easily. It sucks getting old. But no,
So
go ahead.
I gotta ask you. I don't know if you do or not, but I'm a paranormal investigator. I have a
Yes.
channel. My channel is all about paranormal. Okay.
Mm.
Do you believe in paranormal? Do you believe in ghosts and all that?
All right. You asked the right question to a right person. I'm gonna tell you a little something about me.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if it's got anything to do that I almost died as a baby. Don't know. Remember I told you about my story? But I at certain times, and this happened a lot when I was younger, I can see the dead. People that have died, I am able to see. I have seen my aunt's sister. Actually, I saw her. As a matter of fact, when this is a crazy story, but I was in my mom's basement and I was washing her floor. I was married at the time. I think I had my kids too, but I was helping my mom out. I was washing her basement floor. My aunt came over, and she had just not recently came back from Italy. Her they buried her. She buried her sister, passed away, and her sister appeared to me in the basement. I don't know the lady from Adam, and I seen this lady with this like greenish dress, and she had a scarf over her head. And actually, I don't remember. Oh, she's like a white scarf, and she had a greenish colored dress. And I got scared, so I went upstairs, and my mom goes to me, "What's the matter with you?" I told her what I saw, and my aunt says, "That's my sister." And I'm like, "What do you mean, your sister?" She says, "That's how that those are the color of the clothes that we buried my sister in." So, but she when she appeared to me, I didn't give it even a chance for her to even try to say anything. I ran. I got scared. I mean, here you are washing the floor. You look up, and there you see something in front of you. You know, that was a shocker. But and then also in a house where I used to live at, in my living room, we had a bookcase. And every day, or, like in the evening times or whatever, I would see a shadow of a man with a hat, like in the bookcase. Don't know who the hell that was.
Really?
Huh?
What happened
What do you mean what happened?
when you seen that? What happened when you seen that?
Well, as you would think, I was scared. I didn't know what it was. And
Right.
it was like, okay, I got goosebumps and I kind of like, I left the living room and I kept seeing it. But then as this time went by, it didn't bother me anymore. I mean, it didn't hurt anybody. It was just there. And there were times too, like I would sit at my dining room table, and you would see like light flash from one part of the room to the other, back and forth, this light flashing around. And didn't know what it was. Didn't hurt anybody. So when I told this to my husband, I told, I think my kids, I think also my son knows a couple of the stories. But these are things I used to see in the house or, from our ceiling. And this was witnessed not only by me, it was witnessed by my husband and there was a friend of his over that were sitting on a couch. And all of a sudden it was like a water drip from the ceiling on me, on him. So we thought there was a leak up on a second floor. Went upstairs looking, whatever. And that was another living room. Because from where our living room was, there was another living room on top. Nobody spilt anything. Nobody, it was dry. There's no pipes, water pipes running from over the ceiling. And it stopped. And the next day, you look at the ceiling, you would never even see there was a water drip. It was gone, nothing. Usually, if there was a water drip, you would see a mark of water, but there wasn't any. Now, there's certain things that in my life that I had seen. I see my husband on occasion. I feel my husband. He gives me signs, like if I'm watching TV and I'm thinking of him, especially if I'm watching a certain movie that reminds me of my life with my husband. All of a sudden you can hear the TV go really loud, but a loud, not loud like a voice loud, like a screech loud, and go back down again. Right. So the times that the kitchen light goes on, I can be sitting here and the kitchen light can go on. These are things that have happened. Now,
Wow.
I'm able to read people. I can look at you personally, split second. And my husband always relied on me for when we had people during our business with our business. Should we trust somebody or not? Because I was always on the money. I need to do is take one look at that person walking that door, and I know if I can trust her or not. On a split second, I know. It's like, you know how a dog turns around and tells you like he don't like a person. You
Yeah.
trust you trust the dog. So, but yeah, that's one thing I till today I still have. I meet people, and on their first entrance, I get the vibe. I can just tell you're no good. That's it, and that's something
Oh,
that
wow.
is on point. So, is it a gift? I guess. I don't know, but it's something that I do have that you know it was used for. My husband always relied on me. It's like, well, okay, what do you feel? I'm like, no, or okay, good. It's the vibes that I
So
get.
you can always tell when they're around you, like you can feel them.
When they're around, what the spirits?
Yeah.
No, I can feel the my loved ones close. Let's say I can feel my husband, or sometimes which one that I really don't care for much because my father-in-law, hate to say it, may he rest in peace. He was my father-in-law was bad. My mother-in-law, piece of cake, till today. I mean, she's still alive. She's going to be 92, but she's a good soul. She was always brainwashed by her husband. Okay, and she was a yes, and whatever. But my father-in-law, whenever he's around, or if I dream of him, always bad. Something bad happens, and I warn my son and my daughter: if I see or feel or have a dream of my father-in-law, it's bad, because nothing. There's always like something's going to happen either a day or two down the line, and it was never good because he was a bad man. So, but my father has came to me, my husband, and so far my father-in-law and my grandparents, my father's parents, a few times, and especially the day that there was one warning that my grandparents um, uh, gave me, and that was both of them appeared, and in between my um, grandmother and grandfather stood my father. My father at the time was alive, and I'm wondering what the hell do they want with my dad? And I felt that they're trying to tell me they're going to take him. And a couple nights down the road, or yeah, a few nights down the road, I dreamt my husband's grandmother, who she loved me dearly. She loved me to death. And with her, she told me she wanted what would you call it, bitter herbs, salt, and dry bread, the unleavened bread. And I'm like, what the hell? And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, why would she ask me for these things? But anyway, um, I put her picture on a table and I made dry bread. I've got like salt and the bitter herbs. And in her memory, I had the family, because she asked for it, have dry bread, the unleavened bread, uh, have a bite of the bitter herbs and some salt. 2 days later, my father has a massive heart attack where he should have dropped dead. He had a
Oh,
massive heart.
wow.
He did, and we went to the hospital and everything. And the doctors wanted to do emergency surgery on him because the left part of his heart had a gash and it was paralyzed. So they wanted to do surgery. So my dad, he didn't know what to do. He didn't, he wanted to consent for surgery, but then he didn't want to. And he said to me, my husband was with me, but the whole family was together. He says to me, I'm going to have you decide. And I looked at my father. I'm like, you want me to decide on your life? I said, Dad, it's your decision. I can't decide for you. He says, I don't know what to do. So whatever you feel is appropriate, you go ahead and do it. So the doctor said I had to make a choice within 24 hours. I'm like, God help me. So I prayed. I prayed my heart out. And so when we had to meet with the doctor again, I'm walking around in circles in that room, and I'm like, I didn't want to do it. But my father left it in my hands, said, go ahead and, make that decision for him. And I says to the doctor, you know what? Before you operate, I know you told me he's got 24 hours, but I want one of your best doctors for a second opinion. He goes, but he's not going to make it. I said, I don't care. I cannot, without a good conscience, without trying, for a second opinion, to make a clear decision. I can't do that.
Right.
So they gave me a second opinion, and the doctor said they could not operate on my dad. Okay. The first doctor wanted to. And the second doctor said, no, your father would never survive surgery, because once they stop his heart, they would not be able to start it back up again because it was badly damaged.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So what they end up doing was they end up putting a balloon inside his heart, and gave him, of course, he survived that surgery with the balloon in there, and medication and all that stuff. So my father lived an additional 25 years. If I would have made a decision to have him operated immediately, he would have been dead at the age of 55.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I gave him extra life. And that was, through prayer. I couldn't do it. It was hard enough making that decision, never mind not knowing for sure. You don't just go ahead and have just the first doctor tell you, go jump off the bridge. Okay, no problem, doc, You can't do that. So I left it in God's hands. This doctor told me he got 24 hours to live. And so, I needed a second opinion. I'm glad I did it. And I extended my dad's life. Yeah, Canadian Witch. When somebody puts their life in your hands, it's pretty hard. So, yeah, that's what happened.
Wow, I tell you what, your mom and your dad, they had a wonderful daughter, because you are the most beautiful mom I've ever seen. Outside my own mom, you know what I mean? You're just Joker. I gotta say, you and your sister are lucky to have a mom like you have. And I just want to say, hold on to your mom while you can, because I lost my mom 2 days after Mother's Day, and it's not easy to lose your mom. So please show her you love her every day, because 1 minute she's here, the next minute she can be gone in a heartbeat.
That's so true. It's so true. I mean, he loves me. He loves me in his crazy way. He does. And so does, my daughter too. I can't say they don't. But sometimes our kids are so entwined with their own lives and their own craziness too, And speaking through my own experience, because I was working like crazy. I was, building my family and stuff. I spent as much time as I could with my parents back in the day. But could I have spent more? Yeah. Do I regret not spending more time with my dad? Yeah. Did I yes, I did put my kids and my husband before everything, which everybody does. But we all have to keep in mind, it doesn't matter not only for your mother and father, but also your in-laws, because they're your spouse's mother and father. You try to spend time with your family, but you also have to make family time with your family. Meaning, if you have to, make a day, everybody come over your house, or you go to their house, or whatever. I'm not saying like every single week, but, don't do it once a month. That's what I'm telling you. I used to work 6 days a week. It was really hard for
Wow.
me. to spend a lot of time with my family. I barely spent time with, my kids. I was always on the run and go and doing this. And then, I, I would work second shift. I'd wake up in the morning. Either my mother-in-law would drop them off to school, depending how late I come home at night, or I'd take them and pick them up from school, bring them home, start them up with their homework, feed them, go to work. And I work 9 hours a day. So yeah, I worked my butt off. And then plus in between, once in a while, while I was working, helping my husband with his business. And then when I did get laid off for a few months, I worked with him. I mean, it was crazy. I did a lot, really did. But I'm surprised that, being that I was always an on-the-go mom, that my kids did turn out as well as they did. I tried my best, but then you can go ahead and try all you want to go ahead and teach your kids, but some kids just don't listen. They won't listen. They'll just take their own path in life and say, F you, why do I got to do what you're telling me to do, Or what should I believe in what you believe in? Or in today's world, life is so effed up that it's not even funny. Right. I feel sorry. I feel sorry for today's generation. I really, really do. Because the way today's generation is heading, I'm hoping that my grandson grows up to have his own family, because we are destroying. I'm not saying me. I'm in the back burner. I'm like, you know what? I live my life. I'm 63 years old. I did what I had to do, but you guys are out there doing what you're doing. Is this world going to survive? And all the shit that's going on? I don't know. This is a very scary time in our lives. For me, whatever. If you are, you young ones out there, I feel sorry for you. I really, really do. And then the way our economy is going, I'm on a fixed income, and am I going to be able to make it down the road the way things are hiking up? I don't know. Are you guys going to be able to make it out there if this economy keeps going on a road that it's going? I don't know.
Yeah, it's really bad. The economy is really bad nowadays, like bad.
I mean, right now they're giving us a little tax holiday. Yay! Well, guess what, people? That little $20 that we're going to save on gas by the end of the summer, we got to pay that shit back. That's a tax holiday. Oh, yeah. That's called a tax holiday. They're cutting it for you a little bit, those maybe on a gas tax. But that has to get paid back. Nothing is for free.
Right.
Okay. There's always that agenda. They're trying to keep y'all happy for people who don't understand. Okay. They're trying to keep you all happy. Whoa, gas is down this much. Okay. So for the rest of the summer, you're going to save a few pennies here and there, maybe $20, but that $20 is going to cost you later on, because the tax holiday is going to be over after Labor Day. And then we have to go ahead and pay that back, plus the rising cost of gas, plus what comes after that. By rising cost of gas, there goes our food. There goes your housing. There goes all the beautiful things that we were enjoying before. Has Joker Mom tried working on an instant card? A what? Sean, what is that? I am not computer literate, so I don't even know what that is. But when it comes to this stuff
I
here,
didn't know what that means.
what the hell is that? Oh, my mom tried to teach me to be organized, but it's still hard to do even to this day. Yeah, I know. Sean, being organized is not an easy thing. Some people just don't want to be bothered. Some people couldn't give a shit. If I can say that on YouTube, I don't know. But
I love this woman.
but yeah, we're in for a ride. We're just in for a ride. What did he say, Sean? Mama says life is like a box of chocolate. Oh, is it? Mama says it's like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get. Well, I know what I'm getting because we're getting shit right now. So that box of chocolate ain't sweet. It ain't sweet. That's for sure. We know what we're getting. We don't know just how far that box of chocolate is gonna go. That's about it. But other than that, yeah, Sean goes, never mind. Yeah, kiddo, I guess never mind because I don't know this stuff. I couldn't even hardly know how to get on this YouTube. So if it was, yeah, I'm familiar with Zoom, but that's about it. All the other stuff, hell no. But
Can you guess how old I am, Mom?
well, I'm looking at your picture as much as I can see, and what I saw. I don't know. I would say, okay, you got kids, right?
I got 5.
You got 5 kids. How old is your oldest and your youngest?
Mostly my kids are adults.
You got to be shitting me. You older than me or my age? Because you can't be. I was gonna say you're in your.
No. You're older than me.
I was
You're
gonna
older than
say.
me.
I was gonna say. I thought you gotta be. You gotta be. I think in your what I see in your in your pictures and stuff. Early 40s.
Wow, man, that is a good compliment. No, Mom, I'm 46.
Okay, I said early 40s, but still, I got years on you. I got freaking years on you.
Yeah, I'm 47 next month, and I got 5 children and 3 grandkids.
God bless you. God bless you. So, but hey, you got a family.
And yeah, I love my children to death. My
That's right.
oldest daughter is Sarah. That's who I'm staying with at the moment. My oldest daughter. My other son, I got 3 boys and 2 daughters. My 2 daughters are 26 and 18, and my sons are 24, 22, and 13.
Well, it'll keep you going, that's for sure. But like I said,
So, how old is your daughter?
my daughter is she just turned 38.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I did.
And how old is Joker?
36.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're 2 years
Yeah.
apart.
Wow.
2 years apart.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I got married.
So does the grandson look like his mom?
Huh? What was that?
Does your grandson look like his dad, or does he look like his mama?
He looks like he got a little bit from his dad, very little, but he looks like his mother's side. He's more he took more from his mom.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like myself, I look like my mom, and yeah, me and my sister after me, us 2 oldest, took looking like my mom's side, and the 2 youngest look more like my dad's side. So,
Right.
as a
Hang on
matter
a
of
second,
fact,
Mom. You take over for a minute.
huh, Patty? Did I lose Patty again? I guess we lost Patty again. Anyways, since we're going to be waiting for Miss Patty to come back again, I am going to take some questions from chat. And if you want to talk to me regarding our economy or anything in politics, don't piss me off. We can do that too. But as I was saying before, and I might as well just finish saying it, we're in for a ride. It is going to be. This is just. Let me tell you something. And we only have 13 people watching. I wish we had more, because what I'm about to say, people listen up, and y'all need to listen up. And what I tell you guys, you can tell your friends, your family, whatever, because this is the God honest truth, and I know this is a fact. We are in the beginning of this miserable economy. What is happening right now is just the beginning. Our food shortages haven't started. Trust me. Start coming, I would say.
I'm back, Mama.
All right, Patty. I would say around late fall, beginning of winter. That is when we are really going to start seeing food shortages. And you can take that to the bank. Okay? Being that, I mean, we have supplies, don't get me wrong. Just that we ain't going to get them. A lot of our stuff that we get from, let's put Ukraine in the picture. Okay? The grains and stuff and whatever. The gas from Russia or whatever. The shit that we get from other countries that we are so dependent on. We're not going to be getting them. We are going to start seeing the pickup on our shortages come this winter. And being that you're going to have shortages, you're like I said, our gas, right? We used to, a couple of years ago, we were exporting gas to other countries. We were actually exporters. We do have the resource. Just that in the world of politics, you're not doing the right thing to go ahead and dig up our own gas. Because oil, we have it. We're rich with that. Just that we have to use it. Start drilling, doing what we got to do. Open up our freaking pipelines and whatever. They won't do it. All right? And that's going to hurt us. Gas goes up even more. People, you're not going to be able to go ahead and afford to go to work. Can't do it. It's going to be either you take that over $100 that you're going to be putting in your gas tank and put food on the table, which is going to be it's going to be expensive enough for whatever you find. Or you fill up, you get gas to go to work, depending how far you have to travel to go to work. Okay. That's something you're going to have to start thinking about. A lot of people are going to have to weigh this out because you're not going to be making any money. And if you have a damn good, like I even told this to my daughter. I got to throw her into this. She's got a damn good job. And she's like, Ma, I'm making X amount of dollars. I'm going to be fine. Blah, blah, blah. This, that. Wake up, kiddo. No, you're not. Your good paying job is going to be like a minimum wage because everything is going to be so damn expensive. So if anybody here has a good paying job that you think you're going to be okay, and you can go ahead okay, things are a little bad, whatever, but I got a good job. They pay me well. So let's do this. Let's take that vacation we all want to go on. Wrong. Let's buy that house. Wrong. because mortgage rates are going up. Shit, like I said, it's going to be very expensive. Your job that's paying you, thank you, Corn Pop. The job that's paying you so well ain't worth shit. It's a minimum wage job now. Us people, or you people out there who have a minimum wage job or making a mediocre, type of a wage, you're fucked, including myself. Because we're going to be poor at this rate. We don't make six figures. We don't make that big money. So those people that make six figures and make good money, they're going to be making, close to minimum wage. Let's say, I might be exaggerating a little bit, but I'm just throwing it out there, And cute kitty, your landlord raised your rent for $20 more. My landlord raised mine for $100. All right. Unfortunately, the area I live is not rent control, number one. And I hate to see what the hell they're going to do next year. They hit me with $100 this year. It's either you pay this with your new lease or you get out. And I'm looking for what I pay. And I've been looking around. Hell, they're expensive. They're more expensive than where I'm living now. I've been here 5 years. And $100 more, on a new lease. It's either pay or get the hell out, So my Verizon bill, my telephone bill, the cell phone went up another $7. They sent me an email, increased $7. My internet went up another $10. I'm in a fixed income. I go out to the shopping. I buy a few things here and there. When was it? I think I didn't go last week. I went 2 weeks ago. I was a sticker shock because I bought a few things that I needed, some food and whatever. And I spent almost $300. And I'm like, I hardly bought any meats. I bought some vegetables, fish, some laundry stuff, and, some vitamins and milk, eggs, bread. And my bill was actually $280. How are you supposed to survive? And I'm by myself. How's a family going to make it? How are you guys going to make it? Instead of going out there and freaking, I don't want to say shit that maybe it might affect your stream to shut you down, because I won't do that. But I'm going to watch my words carefully. Instead of going out there and screaming and yelling because of certain bullshit, okay, that can be avoided, why don't we talk about out there, which, like I said, I don't know what can be said on YouTube or not, but you guys get my drift. To go out there, open your voice, speak, and let's express our feelings about how we're living, how we're supposed to live. How are we supposed to go about making choices? Should I go to work, or should I, take that money and pay for my food? How am I going to pay my rent? How am I going to pay my water bill, electric bill, whatever? How am I going to feed my kids? This formula thing was a lot of bullshit. Okay. But I'm pretty sure that once the formula goes back on the shelves, it's going to be a lot more expensive than it was back in the day. What are we going to do?
Mom, what can we do? There's nothing we really can do.
Well, there is.
What, Mom? Tell me.
People have to stick together. People have to, even though I know elections are rigged, I know all the bullshit and everything else. I'm not stupid. I wasn't born yesterday. But, yeah, if you believe in the right to vote, vote. I'm sorry to say, but I don't know how many people out there are you guys are Democrats. Huh. The Lord and behold, what happened? I used to be a Democrat. I was. And do you know why I was a Democrat? Not because I really, back in the day, I really didn't get into politics, because I worked for for General Motors, and my union was UAW, and they were Democrats. So I was a Democrat. But I am a Republican. And I am not saying that, either the left or the right, they're all who's right, who's wrong, because they're all crooks, they're all bullshit, But I have, like I said, I'm born and raised here, and I'm 63 years old. And from what I can remember growing up, I have never, ever seen our country go through what we're going through. Now, if you guys believe in a new world order, that's what's coming. That's what's coming. People in Europe, and I remember going back to where my husband's from. He's from the former Yugoslavia and from Serbia. He's actually born there, came here when he was a kid. And they raised up. They took over the parliament and they overturned their government because the government was corrupt. Now, that's not a way of doing things. It's wrong. But there's got to be a better way. What I would do, we strike things. I don't know. Maybe start carpooling, buy lesser gas. If you can work from home, work from home. If you don't have to go driving around for fun, don't do it. Got to hit them where the pocket hurts, because you don't buy gas, they lose money. We have more gas, for reserve, because there's lesser gas usage. People not buying gasoline. There's ways of doing things, but I'm not one to speak because, first of all, I'm on YouTube. It's not my channel. If it was my channel, I wouldn't give two shits. I would tell you like that is. It shut me down and shut me down. But it's not my channel. I respect Patty's channel. So, but was Spitfire saying we need new leadership by voting them all out with people in the middle. I am a left independent, and my voting rights got taken away from Republicans in my state with their stupid laws. But like I said, Spitfire, they're both sides are crooks. Both sides are whatever. But I always try to look, when I go vote, I want to change. Like I said, I was a Democrat. And when Trump ran, because I voted twice for Obama, I believed in him. I really, really did. I really believed in Obama, even though we didn't suffer like we're suffering now, So, and Hillary, I couldn't care two shits about Hillary. I'm sorry. So I voted Trump. We were not in this position. You might have a big old mouth, and sometimes, even me, as much as he's done for our country, okay, he's done well. We were in pretty good hands. But, I sometimes when he was tweeting, I'm like, stop tweeting. Stop tweeting. But he was the off the hook, how do you say it? Off the cuff type of guy. He said it like it was. He knew that he cannot be bought. He got money. And this man didn't even get paid for being a president. He put that money back into our country. All right. So the man, ran on trying to help our country. And is everybody crooked? Yeah, everybody's crooked. They're all crooked. All of them. Do they have, everybody have a skeleton in their closets? They sure do. They sure do. One post says, I vote that you start your own conspiracy theory truth. No, this is not. This is what I feel. Okay. And Trump maybe look, I'm more than sure that you're talking about Trump being a crook before he was president. Probably. Don't know his back history. Don't really care. I just care for whoever takes office for them to do the right thing for this country. That's it. I don't care what people did in their past because nobody's perfect. Everybody's done something wrong, you know? But well, I'm for president. If I ever ran for president, they'd probably shoot me dead the first day. Because I want what is best. But yeah, they're all crooks. And every single person that runs for office, I don't care if it's presidency, vice presidency, senator, whatever, they all have an agenda. They all do it because they benefit from it. But I don't care. Benefit from it, but do what's right for our country. This is my country. This is our country. And if you don't like it, get the fuck out. Excuse me. Can you say that on YouTube? Patty, you still here? I guess Patty's
Yes,
not.
Mom, I'm here.
Okay, maybe I put you to sleep.
No, I actually agree with everything you're saying.
No, but that's how I feel. I mean, I love my country. Okay. Do not touch my country. Do not touch my flag. Okay. Whatever the politicians are doing, okay, that flag does not represent the politicians. That flag, and let's all get it straight, represents you, the American people. That's what it represents. The politicians come and go. They're all a piece of shit. We know that. Okay? But that flag, do not condemn that flag. That flag represents you. You're an American. It's an honor. Now, we can change politicians and hopefully, down the road we get some good people that do the right thing. But again, remember, they all have their own agenda. They're there for a reason. Yeah, we might get somebody that will do some good for our country, but they also benefit. Because if they didn't benefit, they wouldn't, go out of their way. They all have these mansions and big houses and blah, blah, blah that come from your tax-paying dollars. Who pays their salary? We do. Right? The Senate and the Congress, the House, okay? The House and the Senate. Whose house is that? That's the people's house. They work for you. You don't work for them. You tell them what to do. They don't tell you what to do. This is where my blood boils. Because a lot of people just sit there and listen to their bullshit. And, they vote things in. They do this, to do that. And nobody says shit. It's like, oh, we got to do this. You are? Did you vote it in? Did you ask the people? Who the hell are you to do that? But we let it happen. So they do it. They take advantage. They do shit behind our backs. We never know about it. We only know what they want us to know. But the truth, not so much. They might tell you something when they see things getting out of hand. They might say something or do something to keep you at bay. But behind the scenes, they know what they're doing. Just keep that in mind. But anyways, I said enough, I think. I can go on and on and on when it comes to, this political bullshit. This is my opinion. This is my opinion. This is how I feel. This is how I feel. This is how I see things. My heart bleeds for the people. Because what is happening to us, our children, our grandchildren, and the future generation, if there should be one, is just so damn wrong. And people like me, I can't change the world. Just can't do it. Don't have to. How? I would need like an army of a backup, and that would. But people can. Yankee, good evening to you too, sweetheart. But people can. But they have to do this together. You can't be divided. This nation is so divided. It's disgusting. It is disgusting. We are one people. I don't give a shit what color, breed, or if you come from wherever you are. We all bleed the same. We are one people.
That's what I said.
We are. When God made us, He made us from Adam and Eve, for you who believe in God. So we're all brothers and sisters. And if you don't believe in God, I feel sorry for you. Because He's waiting. For what He's seeing, He's disgusted. But you know what? He gave us a brain to use. He did. And He's leaving it up to you to make the right decision. But when the time comes, we will meet our Maker. So I've always tried to be good. I tried. I mean, I have my own faults. I'm human. But I'm not malicious. I don't do things intentionally. If I do something, I can make a mistake that I didn't know that I made a mistake. That's different. And if I know it, and then if I'm corrected and I know that I made a mistake, I will apologize and I will ask for forgiveness. That's the way you should do things. But none of us are perfect. We're all human. But we're all one. We're all one. Remember, we all bleed the same. Same color blood, red. Same thing, pain. So, but we'll see. Time will tell, what's going to happen. But I have no words because I just don't see, at this rate, I just don't see things coming out good. Especially the way that there's so much hatred. And they go out there and protest for the wrong reasons. A lot of these people who go out there and protest don't even know what the fuck they're protesting about. They really don't. Now with this, and I'm going to go touch a subject that's dear to my heart because, first of all, Patty and I spoke about this personally earlier. I'm going to talk about a little bit. I'm going to touch on a little bit on Roe v. Wade. It's your body. You got the right to do whatever the hell you want to do with your body. This is true. But I'm a Christian. Now, with Roe v. Wade, the only thing the Supreme Court voted on was to let each state do what they want. If they want to ban abortion or whatever the case may be. But their banning abortion is not, let's say, for if it's a mother's life in jeopardy, that a mother's going to, God forbid, die or something, then they will abort the baby. If there's something terribly wrong with the baby, they will abort the baby. But what I have a problem with, and basically the biggest problem, I do not believe, I don't believe in abortion. Okay, God gives you to get pregnant, you have a baby. If, God forbid, you're raped, you can always give that baby up for adoption if you really, really don't want it. It's not the baby's fault. And besides, the baby is its own being. Yeah, the baby's inside of you. It's attached to you, but it's not your body. That baby's body is not your body. Remember that. It's its own person. And also, the biggest problem I have is late-term abortion. They say, if they have the freedom to do that, you can actually go 9 months and kill that baby. Or 6 months, 7 months, 8 months. Don't matter. That baby's a full baby. How the hell you have the heart? Never mind aborting and having a heart, but killing it at a full term. That turns my stomach. If you're going to go as far as 9 months to delivery, because they're saying
now, Mom, I got to agree with you on that. I don't believe in that either. I don't agree
No,
with abortion. I mean, the way I see it, if you're going to have a baby, if you don't want it, put it up for adoption.
right. But they could give birth, have that baby born, and kill it. Like right before, like what before it takes its first breath, you could actually kill the baby. That's to me is being sicko. You're gonna carry this child 9 months. It's about time to have the baby, and you're gonna kill it. What are you fucking insane? That to me is murder. I mean, murder is murder, but I mean, here you have the baby. That's gonna be a baby in your arms, and you're gonna kill it. I mean,
I do
come
agree with
on.
that. That is murder.
This is what I'm saying. I can't. It's like I said, it's your body, man. I don't care. Do whatever the fuck you want with your body. But when it comes to, you know, killing life just because, I can't. And this is me. Y'all have your own opinion. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. Everybody, can do whatever you want. Because in God's eyes, hey, you got to meet him someday, not me. I mean, I will too, but not in that position. I just can't. I can't. I mean, sorry. So, them trying to push the fact that, oh, I should have, agree with the Roe v. Wade thing and everything. That'll be okay, whatever. No, you have your opinion. I have mine. If my state is a Democratic state, so every Democratic state has it, and they'll keep it. But if I had to vote on it, if they don't change it, like I said, I'm against abortion, but it's your body. But if they don't change it to a point where they stop, let's say you cannot abort a full-term baby, for Christ's sake, then I'm totally against it. Totally. Sorry. So.
I gotta agree, Mom. I'm against that too. I've always have been. I do not believe in abortion. I mean, I understand if it's your body, it's your choice, but I don't agree with it. And the way I see it, if you don't want a baby, if you either get fixed or if you just put up for adoption. There's somebody
Right.
out there would love to take care of it.
That's right, because there's a lot of people out there who want to have a kid, can't have a kid,
Right.
or if you have a couple out there who wants to adopt, or whatever. I mean, there's people out there wanting to adopt kids, and they can and find a loving home for it instead of killing it. But yeah, rape is an act of the devil, in my opinion, since it is an evil act. Spitfire, you're right. Okay, it is, but the baby doesn't have. It's not the baby's fault. And let me tell you something: if you get raped that one time, and you happen that one time get pregnant, it was meant to be. It was meant to be for that kid, for that baby to be born. So if you can't, I understand that a rape victim would have look at that baby and maybe think of what happened to them, how the baby was conceived and all that, and maybe not be able, maybe I'm saying not be able to love that kid. Who knows? Now you don't want that for the child either. So instead of her killing it, she can give it to adoption, where they would find a family who would love the child as their own. You have a lot of people who cannot have children. You have couples that want a child, So there's always a solution. It doesn't have to be death or killing all the time. There's always a solution. Now, if the child, let's say you have a pregnancy where through ultrasound and testing, they find out that the baby's going to be badly deformed, and or it's not going to make it because of what something happened to it. I then even though it's not, that's a hard one, but even though it's God's place to take it away, I don't know. Maybe God forgive me because maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I am wrong, but I look at it this way. In that case, I wouldn't want that child to suffer, because if it's born deformed and sick and everything, forget about the family suffering. That child's going to be suffering. okay, have no quality of life or anything. I agree. I agree to the abortion, even though it might be a sin. Maybe it's wrong through, God's eyes for me to say that. I don't know. But I can't see the child suffering for for the rest of its life because of it being deformed or sick or whatever. And but as far as rape is concerned, there's always an option. You don't have to abort it. You can give it up. You know, we have a lot of kids. We have a lot of kids that needs adoption that grew into adults right now. Everybody wants a baby, but ignoring kids, ignoring kids over 7 years old. I don't understand. Everybody wants a baby, but ignoring kids over 7 years old. No, you can't ignore a kid. Okay. Yeah, a lot of people do want children. Well, maybe not today because of the way the economy and all this bullshit going on, but yeah, people do want kids. But you can't ignore your child. Okay, you as a parent always are supposed to be there for your child in one way or another. Um, that child, the way you raise it is the way it's going to grow up. You need to show love for the child to be able to also know that it should show love and caring for people and whatever. You can't abuse a child. You can't. I mean, yeah, you should discipline. I mean, many kids over the age of 7 could not get adopted. You may be right, Spitfire. You may be right because maybe parents are looking for younger children because that's what they want. They want a baby so they can raise a child as a baby. At 7, they're already starting to get their own attitude, their own personality. It's a lot harder. But that's also another thing that I'm talking about. We're talking about the babies. People look for babies. They want to adopt a baby. And here we are killing them. Stupid. To save a life or use birth control plan B, what we had available when STD came out, old school. Yeah, true. There's always a birth control. There's always plan B. You're absolutely correct. There's no reason nowadays, all this stuff they have today, aside of being raped, okay, and that everybody gets pregnant when they first, on their first rape. I mean, seriously, it happens, but that's one in who knows how many. But people, because either they forget to take a birth control or they're nonchalant about it or whatever the problem may be, then get pregnant. Hey, I look at it this way. You play, you pay. Don't forget to take your birth control. So they say, and I know that people say, well, sometimes birth control don't work. That's very few. That's very few. That that are on birth control to get pregnant. And it's, like I said, there's so much shit that they have today, more than when I was young. But we're talking about all these pregnancies that are, that turning into abortions because they just say, oh, I'm pregnant. Okay, I don't want it. So I'm going to go, take it out. But also keep in mind that women, the more abortions you have, okay, as you get older and then you decide you want a child, it's going to be a lot harder for you to conceive because you're developing scar tissue. So when you do want a baby, sorry, you may not be able to have a baby. Keep that in mind too, because you're scraping your insides every time you abort that baby, and it develops scar tissue. And that can affect you when you want to have a baby. So, but anyway, I don't know who else has been asking questions because I can't chew gum and walk at the same time. But Patty?
You're such a sweetheart, you know that?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just speaking my mind.
You have every
Hey.
right to.
Oh, like I said, I get heated up in certain conversations when you know.
Honestly, Mom, I want to speak my mind too. I want to tell how I feel. I want to tell a lot of things. But
But you have to, when you're on social media, since so many things have changed, you have to be careful how you speak. Otherwise, you get
right,
banned.
right.
Like I said, if this was my channel, different story. I don't care. Just don't care. But it's yours, so I respect that.
Yeah, so, like I said, there's a lot I like to say. Like the fact that how can somebody touch her and say, you know, fuck your dead mom, she's in hell? How can anybody do that? How can anybody say that?
That's just so heartless. So I don't know. I can't even find a word. I mean, how do you? I mean, that's a dead even if even if it wasn't a dead person, why do you even say shit like that? Like I
Right.
said, uh, in today people have lost all sense of respect, and I think they lost their humanity. To be honest with you, really, the way things are today, the way people react and everything, I feel like we're living. When I look at a lot of people, I feel like I'm living in a zombie land because they don't know if they're coming or going. All these ones like walking around like, oh, we're gonna go follow that one. Just bow down to everything that the government's telling you. Disrespect that one. Oh, don't give a shit. I mean, you got parents too. How would you feel if somebody talked to, about your mother or father that way? You wouldn't like it. I mean, I look at it this way: treat others the way you want to be treated. That's it. You
Like
know.
yesterday, Mom, 2 days ago, and I did a live. That's why I don't do lives anymore because of it. They came in 2 days ago and in my chat and were telling me that they know where I live and that they're coming for my daughter, Angel, which is 18. Uh, they're coming in and saying a bunch of bullshit, man.
You know what? My answer to that is, first of all, I would not stop. Because you said 2 days ago you were streaming and they came into your chat and they said what they said. Block them. Fuck you. I mean, I would not stop just because somebody said something, and God only knows that when I was on D Live, we had trolls and shit. It wasn't the trolls. I couldn't care less. I had my mods. I continued my stream. We had to block somebody or ban her or something, whatever. Fine, that's what we did. They want to come. You want to come over? You're more than welcome. You want a cup of coffee? Let's go. You're invited. Come on down, bitch. I mean, really. Why? Do you honestly think they're gonna come and to your house and harm you and your daughter? Anybody who opens their big fat mouth and says what they're going to do out loud so everybody knows ain't doing shit. Remember that. A person is going to do what they're going to do without telling you they're going to do it, especially in a live stream, right? Think about it. So I'm going to let's say that I type in chat that I'm going to come to your house and attack you and your daughter. I'm going to go ahead, put it on chat, okay, so everybody sees it. Something happens to you. Oh, here I am, okay? Who are they going to come after? Me. So how stupid is that? Patty? Patty?
Yeah,
Okay,
I
now we
just
go.
I don't know why people would do stuff like that. I mean I don't get it.
No, that's stupid. I mean, anybody who's got the balls to go ahead and write that in chat, okay, knowing that everybody's seeing it, they're threatening you, and it's there. And if somebody has the government, something happens to you, they're going to look at, take what was on live stream, they're gonna go after you. I mean, you threatened this person, so yeah, they're gonna look at you. Something happened to that person that you threatened. That's stupid. Because if a person's gonna do something, they're not gonna go ahead and advertise it to the world, and so they're gonna get caught. Like, there you go. I mean, nah. So.
I mean, I don't go in people's chats and do that to them. I don't go and stay stupid stuff like that because I'm better than that. I'm way better than that.
Yeah, why would you? Why would you anyway? I mean, that's petty shit. That's not something that grown-ups with a right head on their shoulders would do. No, that's petty shit. That's as you would call or say, kids play. All right. So, if I was you, Patty, and do me a favor, don't stop streaming because of that. Do what you love doing. Do what you gotta do, and go on. I mean, that's what they want you to do. They want you to be afraid. They want you to stop streaming. They want to know. They want to know that they got to you. Okay. So
Right.
that's a win for them. That's a win. Because you did exactly what they wanted you to do. Get rid of you.
Right. I agree. I agree. And they
Yeah.
also came in and said, well, Patty wants people's money. Patty's using people for their money. And, that's why I don't want donations anymore because of that, because I'm not that way.
Don't listen to what people say. People will always be jealous. People are always going to say shit. All right. So
Yeah.
if people, your true, friends or you have here, and people who come into your stream or people who have subscribed to you or donate to you, they do it because they want to do it. I understand that in today's economy, things are hard, and it's because you go charge something on your card to do a donation, they charge you an arm and a leg. Okay. And especially now, people are struggling. It makes it harder for them to go ahead and support their streamers. They want to, but they can't. You can't be jacking up those credit cards because the interest rates are going up. So, and my daughter actually was telling me too, I don't know if I had the conversation with my son. I got a few credit cards that I pay the minimum, and the interest rates are going up. So it's costing me more. And they go, Mom, if you could start paying some of that down, but it's like, I really can't. Because that means I have to pay more money into it. And the way things are, I really can't do that. But yeah, you can't keep on using your credit cards because it's just going to kill you. So how do you how do you pay for your subs and stuff like that? It goes all on your credit card.
Right.
And I know. And, that's a problem. I was doing that too. And now it's like, I'm looking at my interest rates on my credit card. Like I said, everything else went up. That's going up. And I got to try to bring it down somehow. And I love donating. I love doing whatever to help people. But I'm going to put myself in trouble.
Right. Right. Well, like I said, if people does it on their own, they do it on their own. I don't tell them to do it.
No, they do it
on their own free will.
Right, right. It's not like you're telling them. It's something that they feel like they want to do. They can do it. They do it. So. But anyway, I don't know if anybody else has any questions out there. I've said all I have said for tonight, really. And it's going to be almost 2 hours that we're on. It's 8 o'clock. Huh?
Yeah, we've been almost 2 hours.
Yeah.
Almost 2 hours.
Yep. And what I got to do too, what I always do at night, I got to check up on my mom. I call her, make sure everything is cool and everything. Because, my sister lives upstairs, but she's still by herself downstairs. But we always check in at night. But I hope that I didn't offend anybody, which is not my intentions. I speak my mind. If I don't know something, I do not say. If I am not sure about something, like 100%, or even 90%. I don't say. But what I spoke about tonight, you can all rest assured that I'm 100% sure in what I talked about tonight with the economy and everything else. And I gave you a little bit of my life story. But keep in mind, the people who know me as D Live's mom or Joker's mom, more than likely, I always tell you what's in my heart. And I always tell my people when I used to stream, love one another. And remember, tomorrow is never promised. There's enough hate in this world to last a lifetime. Try to make the world a little bit better.
I agree.
Always think positive. Never, ever let people put you down. Never. Remember, nothing's impossible. If you fall, you get up and try again, but never give up. These are the words I will leave with you guys tonight. There might be only 16 watching, but I'm sure that what I have said to you guys can resonate and you can share it with others. So, with all that said, I appreciate and I thank you all for being here. My heart is with all of you. All I want is for you guys to keep your eyes open, be strong, move forward, and be there for one another. So, and Patty, you there? Patty, I think your Wi-Fi is getting tired. And you guys, you're all welcome. For like I said, no need to thank me, but everything was said with my heart. Now we need to get Patty back online.
I'm here.
Oh, you're there? Okay. I thought I lost you again. Did I lose you again? Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed the stream. I'm hoping that I didn't put nobody to sleep, but it was, it was good to talk to y'all, and just keep in mind what I told you. Maybe I made sense to some, maybe I made sense to no one, but I tried, and I'm talking to y'all from
I
the bottom.
appreciate you coming up here, though.
Look, it was my pleasure.
I appreciate you taking time out of your life and come up here and talk to good old Patty.
No, it was my pleasure. Trust me. I enjoyed tonight's discussion, especially when it came down to the nitty gritty, of the economy and the politics and all that.
Yeah.
If I'm able to open somebody's eyes up and for them to see that shit's about to happen, I'm glad I did. And also to maybe, spread a little love. That's
I appreciate you coming up here.
That's always a good thing. But it was a pleasure. It really was.
And, it was a pleasure to have you up here.
And I thank you. Thank you for having me. And I thank chat for being here and putting up with my bullshit. But it was fun.
If you ever need someone to talk to, you know how to contact me on Twitter or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Not a problem. And same here. So, but hey, if anybody wants to reach me, I got a Twitter too. Just that I don't have my call. If anybody can grab a hold of my Twitter link and just put it up there.
Yeah, somebody grab a hold of Mom's Twitter link.
Yeah, because I'm not on Twitter.
On the chat for me.
I'm not on Twitter, and I don't want to go ahead and screw up my. With my luck, I'll probably shut everything down. So, but yeah, if you guys, if anybody in chat, hold on a second. I don't think so, but I don't want to screw everything up because I don't know if anybody in chat is even knows my Twitter handle. Oh, that ain't gonna work.
And if you haven't subscribed to Joker's channel, please do so.
Yeah.
And if you have not subscribed to mine yet, please do so. I appreciate it if you did.
No, it's going to screw up. So
Yeah, somebody put mom's link in here.
hold on. I don't think anybody in chat really has my Twitter. I don't think
Hold on,
so.
let me see if I can do it.
See, I can't. I'm on my laptop, and I
Okay,
know
hold
I'm
on a
gonna,
second.
because I know I'm gonna mess this up. Because if anybody wants to be part of, want to join me on Twitter, that'd be fine. Yeah, I can't do it. You got it, Patty?
Yeah, I'm getting it, mama.
Yeah, because if I do it, I might, like I said, I might mess it all up. Yeah, I'm gonna play it safe. I ain't touching it because it's not gonna work. So what Patty's gonna do? She's gonna post my Twitter link, and anybody wants to. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Patty. So that's my Twitter link, and if anybody wants to grab a hold of me at any time, or be my friend on Twitter, that's my Twitter link. I do post things on Twitter. You can check out stuff that I post. Some stuff are funny, some are crazy, some is personal. So, but yeah, that's my Twitter link, and I appreciate y'all, for being here. Like I said, and I thank you so much. And Patty,
Yes.
okay, and you, my
Yes.
darling. Like I said again, I'm going to go ahead and leave your studio, and I'll keep on listening until you're on. I can keep my audio on, from my YouTube, and I can do what I got to do. So if you want to continue your stream, you can, and I will talk to you
Okay.
another time. And thank you so much again for having me, and thank you
Okay. Thank you.
everybody in chat for being here. Love you all. Thank you. Remember, love,
All right.
respect.
Be safe.
Yeah, you too. So everybody, be strong. And remember, tomorrow is never promised. Stick together.
Yep.
Love you. Love you all. Bye.
Love you. Okay, guys. I'm so sorry about that. So that was a good stream, wasn't it? That was wonderful. So how's everybody doing? Corn Pop, AV, everybody. That's one hell of a woman, ain't it? Oh man, she's adorable. That was a good interview. Now my next step is try to interview Joker if he has time because he's always busy, which I can understand why. But if he ever has time, I'd like to interview him one day, just like I did his mom. Chris, love you too. You guys are wonderful. Thanks for coming in and supporting it. Um, but yeah, so yeah, things has been pretty rough lately with me too. Um, Still trying to figure out what's going to happen with me in my life right now, but I'll figure it out though. I always do. So, and but yeah, you guys are. If you guys have any questions for me, you can ask me questions too. Nobody ever interviews me. I never get interviewed. Maybe a couple times, but I mostly interview people. So if anybody ever wants to interview me, let me know. I'm sorry to hear that, Dragon. Yeah, you interviewed me one time, yeah. Like I said, a couple of people interviewed me, but not anymore. But if anybody wants to interview me, let me know. My Twitter is Patricia Boyer 42. My Wi-Fi kept going in and out. Sorry, guys. Yeah, my Wi-Fi sucks. And like I said, you can follow me on TikTok too. I have a TikTok and Twitter, Instagram. But yeah, you guys are more than welcome to follow me over there if you like. And guys, don't forget to subscribe to Joker too as well. If you haven't subscribed to him yet. But if anyone has any questions or anything for me, I'm more than happy to answer. But that was a great interview, though. But if anybody wants to come up here, you're more than welcome to do that too. There's my link if anybody wants to come up and talk to me or have any questions. Um, my very first investigation, well, I believe was the brick house. Yeah, it was the brick house, and that's on my channel as well. Okay, hey, thanks for coming in, sweetheart. Yeah, I've had to give my whole life. You know what I mean? From age 7 and up, I've had been sensitive my whole life. Um, I've been doing paranormal long before I started my channel. Before I started doing uploads and doing investigations. Yeah, I've been in the paranormal long before I started my channel 2 years ago. And I'm very, very, very sensitive. I can communicate with them. I can see them. I can hear them. I can pretty much, feel them. But if you guys haven't checked out my videos yet, I have some good videos on there from paranormal investigation. We're scheduled to go to Waverly Hill July the 8th of next month, if everything goes well. And then I still got that trip in September that I'm going to. So a lot of videos coming soon. Yeah. But Corn Pop, welcome back, by the way. I ain't seen you in a while. Now that you finally back. It's awesome. But I love y'all, so that's good, Corn Pop. I feel you though. I'm getting going through a lot too. But we're strong, right? But we're strong people. We have a strong heart, strong mind. We got this. So if anyone wants to interview Ned by me, let me know and I'll interview you. I'll schedule a time. That was the first interview I did in a while. It was a good one. So if anybody else wants to be interviewed by me, you can either swip me on a DM on Twitter. Yeah, you're right, Dragon. We do. So when you get a chance, Dragon, you need to let me know when you're free. Whenever you're free. All you gotta do, DM me on Twitter, and we'll set the time. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool that she was in the that she knows about paranormal. Joker's mom, that was pretty cool. So, guys, like I said, if you want me to interview you, by the way, guys, don't forget that birthday bash party next month too. I'm scheduled for that July the 22nd at I don't know if it's 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock my time. I can't remember now, but it's the 22nd of July. I'm having a birthday bash party. So, like I said, I want to thank everybody for coming in and showing Mom Joker, Mom Joker, Joker's mom some love and for showing my channel some love. And I greatly appreciate her coming up here too. You know what I mean? She's a good lady. But she's a wonderful person. I see what Joker gets to look at now. His mom. His mom's beautiful, so I see where he get his looks from. And a wonderful daughter. I'm sure she's beautiful too. Matter of fact, I know she is. You know, the mom's beautiful. But yeah, guys, the Wi-Fi was acting out for a while, like crazy, boy. But anyway, you know how Wi-Fi is. Even mine did that when I was at my house. Yeah, she did. It was very awesome to have her up here, and it was my pleasure to have her up here. So yeah, she's one of a kind, guys. But guys, it's 8 o'clock over here, so thank you all for coming in and for showing love and support. Guys, don't forget to stay positive, stay strong, stay motivated, be you and do you. and show everybody love, not hate. It's all about love in this world. It should be all about love. But I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Dragon, Corn Pop, hey, everybody, Chris, I greatly appreciate you coming in. Joker, you have an awesome mom. And Mom, thanks for being on my panel tonight. You guys are awesome. And if you guys need me, contact me on Twitter, DM. And I love you all. Have a great night. Mwah.